a peninsula and a heartland. Locating Crimea and Donbas. Crimea, a peninsula jutting into the Black Sea, and Donbas, a region in eastern Ukraine, have become tragically synonymous with conflict. Understanding their geographical significance is crucial to grasping the events that unfolded. Crimea, with its port of Sevastopol, has been a strategic prize since the days of Catherine the Great. Donbas, rich in coal and industrial resources, formed a vital part of the Soviet Union's industrial heartland. The historical tapestry Crimea and Donbas before the storm. The histories of Crimea and Donbas are interwoven with both Russia and Ukraine. Crimea, once part of the Crimean Khanate, was annexed by Russia in the 18th century. It became part of Soviet Ukraine in 1954, a largely symbolic move within the USSR. Donbas, meanwhile, underwent rapid industrialization under the Soviets, attracting a large Russian-speaking population. After the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, both Crimea and Donbas became part of independent Ukraine. However, significant portions of their populations retained close ties to Russia, both culturally and linguistically. This complex historical backdrop, marked by shifting borders and intertwined identities, laid the groundwork for the conflict to come. 2014 marked a turning point. Protests erupted in Kyiv, Ukraine's capital, against then-President Viktor Yanukovych's decision to abandon closer ties with the European Union in favor of Russia. As tensions escalated, Yanukovych fled to Russia. In the ensuing chaos, masked Russian troops without insignia, later dubbed Little Green Men, took control of key locations in Crimea. A hastily organized referendum, deemed illegitimate by much of the international community, paved the way for Russia's annexation of Crimea in March 2014. Simultaneously, armed conflict broke out in Donbas, fueled by separatists seeking independence or unification with Russia. Despite Ukrainian military efforts, the conflict escalated into a full-blown war, claiming thousands of lives and displacing millions. The international response to Russia's actions was swift and condemnatory. The United States and the European Union imposed sanctions on Russia, targeting key individuals and sectors of the economy. World leaders denounced the annexation as a violation of international law and a dangerous breach of European security. This is not a way to conduct international affairs, declared US President Barack Obama at the time, to use military force to seize the assets of another nation. German Chancellor Angela Merkel echoed these sentiments, stating that Russia's actions fundamentally question the peaceful order in Europe that was established after the end of the Cold War. Despite widespread condemnation and sanctions, Russia remained defiant, asserting its claim over Crimea and continuing to support separatists in eastern Ukraine.